Morning. It's October the 28th. And I want to show you my row of onions, our fall onion planting that we did. This is the variety DP Sweet Short Day Onions from Lazy Dog Farm. And we started these onions in just dollar store cups. They were the smallest dollar store cups we could get. I've got a video of the channel showing the of when we started these seeds. It was the first week in September. The seedlings came up. They were doing great. We moved them from over there under the trees where they were in partial shade, and we put them over here once they came up to get them acclimated. And then 3 weeks ago, we went ahead and planted these guys. We were at our local nursery here in Petal, Mississippi, purchasing some fig trees. And I asked the gentleman, when do they put their onions in the ground here? And he said, you should probably go ahead and get them in now. So we went ahead and planted them. And in hindsight, I wished I would have waited a couple more weeks, because when I planted them here, this area gets full sun. And once them seedlings went in the ground, man, they just didn't like that full sun, because the first week in October, we were still getting temperatures in the 90s here. And they just didn't like that full sun and high temperatures. So I wished I would have waited another week or two, because we lost, I think, 4 plants. But I've since started some more seeds, and I'm going to replant them. But now our temperatures at night are getting in the 50s. And during the day, we're low 80s and high 70s. And this is what our onions are looking like. You can see these things are just doing great. That thing's close to 2 foot long right there from the ground. And what I did, we've had some heavy rains, and the rains was beating these onion leaves down to the ground like that. And several of the leaves started dying. They snapped off. And as you know, if you grow onions, every leaf on your onion plant is a ring on your onion. So we want to keep as many of these leaves as we can. So I took some yarn, I put some stakes in the ground, and ran a row of string or yarn around these stakes all the way down. This is a 24-foot row. And then I came through here and I tied some string, some yarn from each side, on each side of the plant. Like from that side to this side, and then from that side to this side. And it's helping hold these onion leaves up off the ground. Now I know when they get bigger, they're probably going to fall over. But for now, trying to get these plants established and growing well before winter gets in here, I just wanted to put some support on these guys. And man, they're doing great. I'm really surprised. This area, when we bought this piece of property, this area was basically, the gentleman had planted, he had a mulberry tree here. He had a couple of rose bushes. He had a hedge bush, just a hodgepodge of stuff, and it just didn't look right. So me and my wife, we dug all of that out, because right here in this area where you see the landscape edging and the T-post, we're going to plant 2 fig trees, and we're going to espalier the fig trees, one there in the middle and one there in the middle. And I'm going to run a cable between these T-posts. But we're not going to plant those fig trees till the spring. So I said, well, we got all this space. Let's go ahead and plant some onions here. So we amended the soil with our grass clippings and leaf mulch. I've been piling it up back here in the back. If you follow the channel, you know I've been building compost piles this year. So we took our leaf compost, our grass clipping compost, and we layered it up. And we added some organic fertilizer, just some tomato and vegetable fertilizer. And I also added some blood meal to the soil. And we've been watering these onions since they're in the full sun every 2 to 3 days. And it's been, last week it was every 2 days because we were still 90s. But now we're getting the temperatures down, so I can go about every 3 days. But once a week, I've been fertilizing these guys with some Super Thrive and some fish emulsion. And I'll usually use 1 tablespoon of fish emulsion or Super Thrive, basically the same stuff, per 2-gallon watering can. And I'll water these guys well. And you can see, man, they're doing good for fall onions. This is our first year down here, and this is our first year being able to plant anything to grow through the fall, because in Indiana, we were about done come late October into November. But you can see, this is our fall onions. They're doing great. And with any luck and the Lord's help, we'll be blessed with some onions in the spring. Thanks for watching.